Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Adrienne. Hope you guys are doing good today. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrated yesterday. I did not vlog yesterday at all. I was just like home trying to enjoy my kids. I also did not cook at all. My kids are not into turkey and I'm not really into turkey. I mean, I'll eat it, but I didn't really plan on cooking. I probably will cook though for Christmas. So we just stayed home. We didn't do anything. Stayed home. We ate, watched TV. Gabriel wanted a chicken pot pie. That was Thanksgiving dinner, to be honest with you. So Costco bought chicken pot pie and what did we get? Apple pie, cheesecake. We got food the night before, if you saw on my Instagram page. But in any case, today's video is kind of a special one for me anyway. The kids and I are going to be retracing our steps from last year when we were homeless, which was this time, which is crazy because like I can't even believe that it's been a year since we moved into the homeless shelter initially. So last year, the day before Thanksgiving, the kids and I finally moved into the homeless shelter. If you know, many of you know that watched the video, we were there for 5 weeks total before we were able to leave there and move into the place that we're at now. I'm gonna take you guys along. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and here we go. All right guys, so we're coming up on the area that the main area that we were in when we were homeless last year. So both of these sides of the street, we used to walk these because of course we had no vehicle. So we would walk back and forth to like either the grocery store or sometimes a Taco Bell. But I'm gonna take you to the hotel that we stayed at, the first hotel that we stayed at. When we came back from Mexico to the US last fall, which was like October, I think it was October 31st actually, yes, it was Halloween. We spent a few nights with a friend of mine, and then we ended up coming here to this La Quinta, or La Quinta, however you want to pronounce it. But, and what was the reason why we chose this? I think we stayed here before. So like the time before, when we were in, when we went to Florida, and when we came back to North Carolina, then we stayed here. And no particular reason. It was just, this was the cheapest hotel that was in booking at the time. So that was the one that I chose. And it was like in an area that I was familiar with. So we stayed here. Yeah, we stayed here kind of off and on for probably like a week. And then I ran out of money. Okay, so you just saw the hotel that we stayed at, and again, that was the first hotel. When I ran out of money while we were staying there, and I had already contacted like the DPS school system to let them know like, hey, we're homeless and I have kids and whatnot that are in school here, and they actually paid for us to move into a different hotel like right up the street, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I want to go ahead and show you this part right here. This is another hotel right beside that one. But this hotel, and they actually have benches out here now, like the nicer benches. Let me see if I can zoom in. But like this hotel right here, the day that we ended up having to leave the hotel that I'm getting ready to go to, we didn't have any money, and so they had us like move out. Sorry, somebody's coming. But they had us move out, and there was like a little spot right there where they had a picnic table right here, and we didn't have anywhere else to go. We're trying to figure things out, so we actually left that hotel and walked up here with like all of our bags and like sat outside for probably like 3 or 4 hours until we decided to move on. But I wanted to go ahead and show you that in case we don't get a chance to come back. This little restaurant right here. This is Jimmy's, really popular restaurant. Well, I guess they're popular. They have good food, put it that way. It's kind of like a Checkers, but like smaller chain, I guess. This is like right off of, what's this highway here? Y'all don't get me talking. It's off the main highway. But this, like, you would have seen us walking like back and forth, because when we got to, when we finally got set up with, so McKinney-Dito, when we finally got set up with McKinney-Dito program, they gave us like different things. Like the lady brought us pizza one night. She gave us a couple of gift cards for Food Lion. And so we would walk back and forth to like the grocery store, which is like maybe half a mile up the street. All right, so this is the DoubleTree Suites, where the second hotel that we stayed at, and this was like by far the nicest one. Nothing against La Quinta, but that one was a little bit older. But yeah, this hotel, super nice. The people at the front desk were really nice. They gave us cookies. They actually have a little room set up for people that come in that are experiencing homelessness, that come through the McKinney-Vito program. And it's like a room that has like non-perishable food items and stuff like that. So really, really nice. The rooms were nice also. Like, this is an older hotel as well, but it's still a really, really nice hotel. Leaving here, how long do we stay here, y'all? I feel like we stayed here like
couple
2
of
weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
couple
it was like
of weeks.
2 weeks. We ended up, like, we stayed here every single night. We never knew like if we were gonna be able to stay another night. Like, it was really uncertain if whether or not we were gonna stay. So I'm getting ready to show you the spot where we thought we were gonna have to end up literally sleeping outside overnight. We stayed here a few hours actually, but there was one night where the funds ran out. McKinney-Vito said that they ran out of funds, and we were pretty much like out on the street on our own. And we walked around, like I said, we went up here to this hotel and sat outside, and then we walked over here to this gas station. And I think, what did we get? Like something to drink or something from over there? I can't remember. But we ended up coming back over here. And this is the part where we parked at right here. All right, so we're outside now. This is the parking lot where we were huddled up together. And I didn't even have a coat. I think the kids had coats, like kind of like these coats right here that Gabriel has on. So like not winter coats. So we were just kind of huddled up. Remember this spot? And we picked this spot mainly because it was like a little bit of shelter from the road. Ava and I ended up having to pee like behind this bush right here. It looks smaller, but this is where we were. We put like a blanket down on the bottom, and then we put on as many clothes as we could, and we put like another blanket on top of us. And this is where we sat for, how long do you think we were here? Like another 3 or 4 hours?
Yeah, about.
And then, yeah, so we sat there. It was crazy because this is like a parking lot. I don't know. This is like different businesses in here. There's a CrossFit, and we saw like people were jogging. There was like some kind of, like you see a guy right here jogging, but people were jogging back and forth around the building. I guess they were wondering like what in the world. Thankfully, no one like called the police or anything. So yeah, we were just sitting out here, just kind of hoping and praying for a miracle, and lo and behold, one did happen. So a lady from like a church ended up texting me, and she was like, hey, like I guess she had been contacted by the McKinney-Vito people. She ended up, the first thing she did was she sent me like $40 Cash App. And we were sitting here, and like I said, it was freezing. It was already dark, so it was like really, really cold. None of us wanted to move. The McDonald's, y'all, by car, the McDonald's is like probably 3 minutes up the street. But again, none of us wanted to move, and we were hungry. So I literally ordered, what was it, Uber Eats or Grubhub?
Uber Eats.
Like I ordered Uber Eats to bring us McDonald's right here in the parking lot. That's how, like, we were hungry, we were cold. In any other situation, you know, I could have just driven up there. If it was warmer, the weather, we could have walked up there, but all of our stuff was here, and you know, I didn't want to leave all of our stuff here, and I didn't want to leave the kids here by themselves, because I thought about that. I was like, okay, the kids will sit here and I'll walk up there, which probably would have took me altogether probably like 30 minutes. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I literally Uber Eated McDonald's food here to the parking lot, and they brought it. Like, the guy was like, just, I don't know, he didn't even say anything. He's just like, okay. So this is where we were. This is our little temporary home. Oh my God, it's cold.
Exactly how it was that night, but just a little colder.
Yeah, a little bit colder, because we have the sun out right now. Like, we're getting ready to come up on Central University up here on the left-hand side.
Right.
Central University. Okay. So this is the shelter right here on the left. I'm not stopping, honestly. I don't want to like get anyone on camera, but I just wanted to show you guys where we stayed at. All right, so that's the shelter. Like I said, I didn't want to like pull in and park or anything in case there were people outside or kids outside even. But we stayed at the shelter, as you know, for 5 weeks total. That is pretty much our little journey, y'all. I am so thankful and grateful, not only for the shelter, but all of the people and organizations and businesses that partnered with the shelter. Like we received our food, breakfast and lunch through DPS, like the school system, but dinners were provided by several like local restaurants that partnered and basically agreed to provide us with food, which was really nice. It was like real food, like home cooked food. There was like another restaurant that donated food for Thanksgiving. There was like food trucks that gave food. During Christmas that week, there was a breakfast joint that brought us breakfast for like that whole week, I think 4 or 5 days. So there were a lot of people and organizations and businesses that donated their time and efforts, and I for one am truly grateful for all the partners along with Families Moving Forward. Very grateful, truly grateful. And that's kind of what I'm thankful and grateful for this Thanksgiving, just being able to look back and say, wow, you know what, we went through a really tough situation, but we made it through. And you know, it may take time, but we're doing good. Like honestly, we are doing really good. We may not think that we're doing good sometimes, like, you know, like, oh, a year later I'm not in a $1 million mansion. No, like we have a roof over our head, we have a vehicle that we're driving. It may not be the best situation financially necessarily, but it's temporary, and it's getting us from point A to point B. Getting another vehicle, God willing, from Wheels for Hope very soon. So you know, everything is falling into place. I'm grateful for all of the resources that we've been able to receive from Families Moving Forward. Anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this little walk down memory lane, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you guys were able to spend time with all of your loved ones. Thank you so much for following us along on our journey here on YouTube. I appreciate all the love and support, y'all. Peace out.